Hello, my people. Let me see if I can get this little thingy going. Hi. How are you guys? Did you miss me? Holy shit. So I'm not quite in Miami yet, but welcome to my channel. I'm Karma, Karma on Deck. I'm here to do some readings for you guys tonight. And it is 100 degrees outside here in Vegas. And I'm sitting here. All my stuff is packed and ready to go. And I am sitting here ready for you to come and sit with me for a little while and chat. Can you hear me okay, Tati? And hello, how are you? Thank you for the like. I love it. Click, click, click. I like that. So talk to me. How are you? How's your Mercury been? I just got an email from Marvel Girl. And if she comes on here, we'll tell you. It's talking about Capricorn rising. And he has this, I'm sorry. She has this post. Thank you. Really? I'm looking a little washed out from this light. I don't really like how it's either like super fadey bright or that. So what do you mean by Lion's Gate? I've seen that twice. You know I'm not an astrologer, so tell me what you mean by Lion's Gate. Let me clean this. That was nice and healthy. So anyways, I wanted to read, there you go, that's a little somewhat better. So I wanted to read what Marvel Girl sent me, and she had sent me, it's just you and me, we're gonna have a little private conversation, Auntie. So unexpected changes and endings. Well, I'm not excited to hear about that because I've had about enough. It's been a fucking brutal week for me. Tati, I literally had a meltdown on Monday, a flashback from a very violent event that happened with my husband when I was married. And I literally was nauseous and vomiting and pulling over on the side of the road. And I had been years since I'd had an experience like that. The PTSD just completely leveled me. And then after that, I was literally more physically exhausted than it was for me to move the whole house in a month. But anyways, I have this little quote that Marvel sent me, and she says, before and after Mercury retrograde, we have 2-week retro shade period. It is an adjustment time that we can try to fix everything that went wrong during Mercury retrograde. This shadow period is your opportunity to break old patterns that always seem to deliver the same dismal outcome. The pattern can literally go on for years, and only you can decide when you've had enough. So post Mercury retrograde, it's really what we call like the shadow period, right? Is that how you describe it, Tati? So anyways, he gave me a little Capricorn rising quote, and he talked about one of the biggest things that we as Capricorns have a hard time doing is accepting help. And it says here, notice what it's like to take a moment out of your day to meditate. Help comes from the most unexpected sources, so gift horses should only be looked at lovingly. Notice where you might be a little more shut down or closed off when it comes to receiving the bounty that comes your way because you didn't create it on your own. So my boss, no, Christelle, I had some unexpected company, and yeah, Donna was here, and I was trying to get the schedule organized for my clients that booked with me. One of them booked and I didn't get a time, so I emailed her, and then the other one booked for a time slot so that I could enjoy a reading with her without getting kind of overbooked. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so for those of us that are, I can't speak for all Capricorns, but for this Capricorn, it is a stubborn thing for me to accept help of any kind. And here I am, a paramedic, right? I was a paramedic for my career, and I am the helper. Nobody helps me. Who does that, right? I'm the healer and I'm the helper. But the little quote that says, shut down or closed off when it comes to receiving the bounty that comes your way because you didn't create it on your own. That's huge for me. If I didn't do it myself, I don't want any help. And it's okay to receive help and love and money and gifts and support. And why do we make it up into being such a big deal? And I think that if our friends and loved ones knew that we needed help and we didn't ask for it, they would be upset. They don't want us to go without or suffer or have needs that they could easily meet and lovingly, joyfully do so, you know? Oh, so Tati Torres says, the guy that I like ended things with me yesterday. It was very unexpected. So that's what she's referring to as Lionsgate? Or is that just more Mercury shit? Because we legit have until next Thursday for Mercury to still be playing with all of this energy. My honey just bought a vehicle, and I thought to myself, there's contracts signed and things going on. So, Mercury retrograde. I'm hoping everything just slides right on underneath that. Oh, it's Lionsgate. Look at my Insta later. Bitch, I'm going to look at it now. So, any rate, men. All right, so listen to this. So, check this out. So, here is my, like, message it to me so I know I don't have to look for it. So, anyways, I came over here. Tico and I were getting ready to do Lucid Dreams on Monday or Tuesday. And I went to get my charger out of my, because I packed all my recording equipment together. So this is just a Mercury story, guys. I went in and packed all of my equipment. I packed my lights, my stands, my computer, my chargers, all the cameras, all the little pieces, the microphone. It was all put together. And I remember thinking to myself, let's pack this now and put everything that has to do with work in one box, one spot. And so I did that during the move. So I moved, Sally and I are unpacking, and I'm good. I got a spot to do my readings, and I'm good. And I pack up all my stuff, and I go to grab my computer. No charger. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is going to be a shit show. I just knew it. I knew it was going to be a shit show. I could just feel it in my gut. I'm like, here we fucking go. I felt like I went unscathed. Oh, I got your message. Thank you, darling. And I'll explain that to you, Christelle, in just a second. So anyways, I'm thinking I knew in my gut I had coasted. Hi, goddess, welcome. So I knew I had gotten away with Mercury retrograde. I want to say scot-free. I don't want to say scot-free because Mercury is my shit. Mercury is where my power time is. I was burned during Mercury retrograde, so it's my shit. However, Mercury is still Mercury. So my cocky ass went this whole month without too many problems with the typicals, the X's. Well, I did have a makeup and a reconnect, a beautiful makeup, a happy makeup, like it needed to happen. But anyways, I thought I was going to get away without having a catastrophe Mercury style. So I had the flashback on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day that was, and then I proceeded to spend the next 4 hours driving around town looking for a charger. I had a charger picked up, and then I ordered, and it was like literally on the phone telling him, I think you're wrong. I think that's the wrong charger. He goes, it's a universal. I said, I heard you, but I want you to look up my model because it's a brand new computer. Sure as shit, Karma has a brand new top of the line computer with a processor. It's a gaming computer. It's a Dell. It is the only one of its kind. It's the only 2-in-1 that Dell makes. So I could not get a charger made for a adaptable charger. What do you call those? What did I just say? The universal one was not going to work. It wasn't the right wattage. It wasn't the right connector. So I had that ordered. It cost me $100. Then I went to another place and ordered one from a battery place. They couldn't find one. And they're like, no, this is it. I'm like, you're going to plug it in because it's not the right one. Hi, Chriselle. So we went around for that one. And then I finally get home. I turn my computer on and I have to go to Dell. And literally out of 470 different computers, mine was the only one like it. And it's brand new, the touchscreen shit. So it had a very, there you are. I was just talking about you. Marvel Girl, we were just talking about Lionsgate. I was just reading your quotes that you sent me via WhatsApp. I was reading about we were talking about, I am amazing. I'm not doing great, but the place that I'm at's amazing. It's been a rough week. We were just talking about it. So anyways, the charger came up missing for my computer. I got a universal one. It went bad. So all my money was locked up in that purchase because that was what was available. So then we ended up going to a battery store, and the battery store was trying to tell me these are right. I'm like, no, I want you to plug it in yourself and see that it's not working. Long story short, we went to Dell and had to order it, and it came. But in the meantime, and then I turned around and went all the way to the house to get the charger, packed up my dog, all my shit, got back over here, and left my charger on the counter. So, flashback on Monday of one of the most vicious attacks my ex-husband had on my children and it was not pretty. And it wasn't a cascade like usual where I thought of one event after another, but that's Mercury. It brings things up, right? And I literally had pulled over on the side of the road and was like having this completely physical reaction where I was vomiting and I was shaking and having PTSD because I'm in my old neighborhood, and I had driven by my house and I saw this moment, and that was it, Mercury. I mean, it was, I thought I'd healed this. I thought I'd moved past it, and here I am diving back into the depths. However, the depths weren't so ugly, terrifying, or scary. The depths were, holy shit, I got out. Holy shit, my kids are good. Crying in grief, but also crying in joy and gratefulness that I'm all of the things that I am because of that. I have all of the things I have to offer because of that. And it brought me through, and that something brought me through it, right? So here I am in the middle of the night. It's 11 o'clock almost at night. I'm in the backyard here in Vegas. It's 100 degrees. And I'm doing it old school on the phone. And I have some peace and some time. But here's what's true. They pulled all of these little events out of my life so that I could have some downtime, because I wasn't giving myself some downtime. And here's what I wanted to make clear about this. Is it wasn't necessarily Mercury. I can't blame my past. What I can blame is me pushing myself too hard and not giving myself enough reserves. So it was a great awareness for me in my coaching processes where I was like, okay, so would I be able to handle this had I been at my peak? Because what's true is I was at my wit's end. I was like physically exhausted, emotionally exhausted. I was brewing with everything emotionally because there's some deep conversations going on in my life with my honey, with my friends, with the move, with my boss. And these are bringing up emotions, and they're running high and on the surface, right? But what's true is, had I not run myself into the ground, had I given myself more rest, had I asked for help, Marvel Girl, had I asked for help more often, I had the most amazing support that you can even imagine. I mean, working 12 hours and showing up right after to help me move in this heat after a night shift, people coming to help me clean, but I didn't ask for enough. I didn't ask for the right kind of help, and that is my own responsibility. And so when Marvel sent me that beautiful text from WhatsApp where we talked about, and I haven't even been able to answer her because it's been so crazy. And the first thing I wanted to do was when I got in the car with my partner, and I had said, hey, what's cool is I have been frustrated because these things have kept me from working, and work is absolutely the highlight of my life. How many of you have that where you actually love what you do? Hi, Lainey. So anyways, I wanted to read that again because Marvel had talked about notice where you might be a little more shut down or closed off when it comes to receiving the bounty that comes your way because you didn't create it on your own. So the other thing that it said, help comes from the most unexpected sources. And notice when you tend to become identified with overwork and being busy. So karma's always busy, always working too hard. My bestie told me, girl, you need to slow the fuck down. And she said, maybe you left your charger at the house again because it's time for you to just take a breath. And I have been feeling guilt for not being out here and working and starting to panic a little bit. Money's not coming in, or I'm not working, or I'm not on my routine. And Capricorns like routine. Capricorns like consistency. Capricorns like to be working. I like to be productive. And it is very difficult for me to just slow down. So anyways, let me look here at these comments and keep up with you guys. You know I get on a rant. So she's talking about, I just wanted to ask, so Christelle, thank you for opening up the floor here a little bit. She says, I just wanted to ask, what does it mean when the planets go direct in the solar storm? Like, what does that mean for the signs? In a solar storm? Goddess, baby girl, what's up? I think I said hi earlier, but just making sure. Thank you for the like. Marvel, you're a magician with that shit. So what does Venus conjunction Mars in 11th house means? Okay, so we're going to do this together. I have my computer right here. It's about to die, so we're going to play with it until it does. So the 11th house, Marvel, can you answer that for me? Venus conjunct Mars in 11th house. Watch this. So I would recommend, like we were talking earlier, for you guys to get on your zodiac. And I'm going to continue to talk to you guys about what I'm learning and when. I haven't learned shit because I've been doing this crisis crap for a while. So we're just going to pretend that I'm still studying. I do have my Thoth deck here, and I have a client at 11:30, and I'm hoping to sit here and study that and have more data for you guys later. But I would recommend that you play with unlock. Play with your zodiac sign. So from what I understand, the zodiac sign, so you guys know me, so I'm not an astrologer. So my understanding comes, and I try to keep it simple. You know, I'm a paramedic. I got to keep it simple. I MacGyver everything. So to me, each one of the houses means a different way to look at yourself, okay? And so one of them, the 11th house, is about associations, hopes, and dreams. Somebody said the 8th house would be the first and second, the card that's in, when we were doing the spiritual bodybuilder, the 8th house was the card of, well, I said, this is how people see you. He goes, that's 8th house. He said that, but I don't know if I looked it up or heard it right. But anyways, hi, Varsity, what's up? So I'm just going to look that up for you. I meant to write, are you in a relationship with a guy or a girl? Well, I'm bi, so right now, I'm with a man. He's amazing. It's been 7 years, so. There you go, Marvel. You are awesome at that. These answers. I have dated a guy and a girl at the same time. We were all dating each other. Is that okay to tell you that answer? Is that what you were asking for? So yeah, I have in the past. We've both dated the same person before, and I've dated someone, and he's whatever. You can ask me any question. I want you to know that. So yeah, those downloads. Keep it coming, Marvel Girl. You are on that. And why are we not having the all caps I'm used to? So let's go back up here. I'm looking up Venus conjunct Mars in 11th house. Shit. For some reason. Hi. Okay, so it says Venus conjunct Mars in the 11th house. So what are the effects of Venus conjuncting Mars? 2019. So Venus in the 11th house of income. So I guess it all affects different things. Your income will come through. Things represented by Venus. Venus in the 11th house is generally considered good. It shows that their accumulation of wealth will be good, and the person will have many friends of the opposite sex. Okay, but that's Venus in the 11th house. We need to look at conjunct Mars. I would need to know more than that. That's not so easy to answer. She said, I'm not into them like that. Supercharge your DNA. Will it change your DNA? She says, I'm not into girls. That's okay. I mean, you don't have to be into girls. I just happen to be into girls. I love women. You're basically a rock star. I don't know about that. So solar storms are downloads. So have you guys had any downloads experiences with them? Because for me, downloads are just like an instant awareness of new knowledge. Of like back in the day when we had zip drives, I always feel like there's something new. I just don't know how to unplug it yet, but it's there. And then boom, I'm able to access it when I start to recognize that it's there. But I don't know if that's the best way to describe it, if I made any sense. But I definitely feel like I have restless sleep when I'm getting downloads. I feel like I slept, but not enough. I'm sleeping well. I'm sleeping hard. When I do, it's totally oblivious. But in the next day, I'm not feeling awake. Like I still need more. And then I have the ringing in the ears and number notifications. Like I notice 1111, 1212. I also feel extra hungry. I don't know about you, but when I have a download, I'm really snacky the next day. So Venus conjunct Mars in the natal chart has a profound effect on relationships, but your But your intense passion can influence all areas of life. Your sex drive and need for intimate relationships can sometimes cause friction within relationships. Who was that for? Was that the question for the 11th house? So I've had an amazing amount today because of this Lionsgate. So Tati, can you go into that a little bit? Do you mind sharing with me what your solar flare download looked like, or what you described that as? Girls are kind of annoying. Men are annoying too. I don't think any less than any other. Batman, are you out there? It's ruled by Aquarius in a humanitarian house. Is it really ruled? So, Marvel, answer me this. Is each of the houses ruled by a different zodiac sign? In addition to them being like, well, I guess so. It's broken down. Never mind. I answered my own question. Jesus Christ. This shit is like the most beautiful science experiment I've ever done. I hate science experiments. I always felt not smart enough. I don't know if that was it or I just didn't feel all that interested in them. So Aries is first and going from there around. So the affect of those numbers are going to be Taurus second. Okay, got it. I love it. See, I wish there was an astrologer out there, and I'm going to be that one for you guys. Are you ready? Karma is going to learn fucking astrology, and let me tell you why. Because it is so difficult, I don't know where to start. And the same thing happened to me when I learned tarot. There wasn't anybody out there teaching it. There was a lot of myths. There was a lot of, urban legends and shit. Like, you should only get your deck from someone who gives it to you. You should only use the fucking Rider-Waite deck. There was so much bullshit around it that it pissed me off. And so, for me, it was like, why did they have to make this so hard? I think that we should all have all the tools that we need to have, but everybody likes to keep their little magics, like, mystical and shit. It's just as scientific. Channeling is just as scientific as doing an astrological chart, because you guys saw me and Nahum do the readings where he broke apart the astrological chart. I say broke because he broke that shit all the way open. I mean, he even said in my chart before he knew me, that was the first time Nahum and I had met in person, by the way. So those of you, if you're watching this, if there is any video on my channel that I would say watch, it has got to be Spiritual Bodybuilder and I's collaboration, where he did my astrological chart and I did his tarot reading. It was the first time he and I had met in person with just a few texts going back and forth. He knows nothing about me, but he even said some crap about 2 planets of bullshit somewhere in the corner of my chart that talk about swinger, bisexual, or sexual energy. And I am very much open. So for him to pick that apart just from the chart inspires me, makes me want to learn this. Because what I know to be true is, once I figure this out, I'm going to teach you how I did it. I'm going to break it down super simple. Because you go to these websites and it's blam astrology, and like you've heard me say it before, it's hieroglyphics, Latin, trigonometry, and goddamn algebra all at once to me. So it seems to be a little difficult to unpack all of that, and it's intimidating as fuck. And I look at this and I look at these charts and there are 1,000 different views. We're a globe, right? 1,000 different ways to look at yourself. And what I want to do is I want to figure out what to learn first and how I can make it simple for you. And I promise you that's my next task. And I have the Thoth deck here, so I'm going to learn that. So that once the Thoth deck gets me the understanding of astrology, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. And we'll take this journey together. Because it shouldn't be this complicated. Marvel's saying it's easy, but I'm getting it. Learn the signs and then the house. I mean, I know the signs' names. So are you talking about the names of the houses? I know them, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of know where they are. But I am absolutely thrilled that I know my rising, rising moon and sun sign. That's so easy. Okay, guys, who's got some questions for me now that I've sat here and bullshitted for an entire half hour? Sugar, sugar. I'm going to dive in the pool immediately after this is over, because I have stayed pretty for these damn videos, but I'm sweating. Tati. So, before we panic, Tati, she says, will I reconcile with my man? Will I reconcile with the guy that broke things off with me? Emotionally? Holy shit, we can talk about that. So, emotionally exhausted. I have pretty much dropped into bed, exhausted, but my emotions have been extremely high, and then I dipped to exhaustion. I haven't had depression. After the flashback, it lasted the 15 minutes or, period of time, but it rocked me. It rocked me physiologically. Emotionally, I recovered pretty quick, but I will tell you why it rocked me, because I was like, holy shit, don't get cocky, bitch. Don't get cocky. Don't walk around here and be like, I learned this, I learned that, I'm going to do this. Ooh, take your shit on, because apparently there's not something that's resolved, or there's an awareness that you need to take. The universe has a way of leveling you. You get a little too arrogant, it will remind you, yank that little chain, put that leash right there. Okay? So emotionally, I'm good. I'm good. I do feel like, I don't want to say I hit rock bottom, but it leveled me. It put me at ground zero. It reminded me, like, stay humble, bitch. Stay humble. So, yeah, emotionally, I'm still good. I just want to say I'm physically exhausted. And I did have a huge aha that I need to not run myself so hard, because I am my worst critic. And I will drive myself way past limits. I would work 70 hours a week, 70 to 75 hours a week minimum as a paramedic in this heat in Vegas, and didn't even think twice about it. It was standard operating procedure. And I tend to put that kind of work ethic and physical effort into this same job. And my honey will text me and be like, did you eat? It's 11 o'clock at night. You've been working. Did you eat? I know you. Take a picture. So, he literally stopped me and said, you need to eat. I love that. Keeping an eye on Karma, because she gets a little wild. Yink! So I'm doing okay. I definitely appreciate you asking. So Tati, should we reconcile? Let's see. It's Mercury. Anything that happens during Mercury is subject to renegotiation. Once it's clear, right? Isn't that how we would put it? So it's like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens during Mercury gets renegotiated at the end game. Okay, Tati. First thing that comes up is judgment and miscommunication. I will tell you, though, that this individual that you're dealing with is arrogant, cocky, doesn't know how to apologize. I do have the Three of Swords, right? So you have the Three of Swords, which is miscommunication. I have the Hierophant, which is arrogance and cocky behavior. I do have the Judgment card, where somebody is sitting in judgment. So that tells me that there is I'm not saying this is judgmental. I'm saying judgment. So there's a lot of judgment flying awry. So I would also notice too that I don't know what it is going on with you with money, but I'm picking up that the Page of Pentacles is all about you starting something new. Are you starting something new or a new project, Tati? Because I'm seeing that you're going from page to knight. So did you take a class actually? Did you take a tarot? No. Did you take a Reiki class or an energy class? I'll be right there, Christelle. I see you. Yeah, you can. Please post a question on there. I kind of don't go in order. I'm all over the place, but you're welcome to. And I'm feeling like it's pretty quiet in here, so we can do that. Okay, so I am seeing that he can be a little arrogant. Don't expect an apology from him right away, okay? So that's him that's doing new things. Okay, so either he's just coming out of training or he's getting a little better at the job that he is doing. Weird little one, sweetie. Did you guys have pregnancy scare, or did you feel like you, I don't know, we should talk about that in private. But anyways, if not, I am feeling like by September 1, you guys will resolve. Alrighty, so let's see. Who was just talking to me right here? There you are. Now you're yelling. I love it. So Christelle, we were talking. It's a little easier for us to talk on here than it is Baba's channel, so I apologize about that earlier. So she's telling me a story. So she said the weirdest thing happened the other day, when a whole other city and went past a reconciliation training center. I said there'd be a street nearby called Lewis Road across. That's my ex name. And there are synchronicities. Let's see. Mind you, I don't know this area, but lo and behold, Lewis Street was right across the street from the center. Is that a sign? You know what? I'm going to say yes, Christelle. So for you to see synchronicities like that, please listen to your instincts. I would definitely say that's the case for reconciliation. Varsity wants to know, will she get the assessor job? Let's take a look. Varsity, are you a girl? I think you are. We talked about that already. Varsity, will I get the assessor job with the state of Maryland? It's absolutely gorgeous out here. I wish I could turn this light off in my face. If you guys could see Jameson. So Marvel, I will send you a video of Jameson in the pool today. He's knocked out on the ground next to me on the cement. And he is, you know, he has his pillows and shit. So he's all the way out. You don't even hear him snoring. All right, Varsity. So the first thing that I'm picking up is a definite yes. Well, never mind. Definite yes. So I'm getting the death card. So that's big changes, okay? I'm also seeing the high priestess, which is your intuition kicking in, telling you that you think you already know you have this job locked. I see you meeting new people. I see the 2 of Cups. Happiness. 4 of Cups, meeting new people. Your intuition. The death card for change and exciting things. And you're going to be busy as shit. So expect your schedule to change quite significantly and you'll be busy. Kimmy. And thank you, Kimmy, who's gorgeous. Well, me being a mother always affect the longevity and commitment level of any relationship I have in the future. Yes. I think it'll affect you getting in a relationship, but I don't think it'll affect the commitment. I will tell you this, though. Paradigms are changing with how relationships are structured nowadays. So set your boundaries early. Be clear on what you say you want. Take your time. People move too quick. I've been guilty of that shit, too, so I got not shit to say. There you go, Tati. September, bitch. So my Empress card right there usually means literally September, or it means pregnancy. That's why I asked about the pregnancy first. So Kemi, hi. My friend BJ's communication has been kind of lackey. That sounds like a word that I would use. I hope he is okay. Can you tell me what's up with him and how he feels? Well, let's try. So his name BJ. Let us take a look. His communication has been lackey. So you guys know where to find me, right? karmaondeck.com. You know, the links are all up there in my banner. You can come join me on any of my social media and reach out to me if you like. If you want a one-on-one with me, you know where to do it, karmaondeck.com. I do work for My Psychic One and Bob Allows Psychic Readings channel. If you ever get an opportunity to subscribe, I would appreciate it. We've done a lot of changes to the channel and people don't like change. So if you have an opportunity to go subscribe to that channel, we have a bunch of crazy stuff coming up on there. That's going to be fun. Like I said, Marie Vargas, the celebrity witch. I have a lot of shit coming up here with Tico and I are going to be doing the sex talks with lucid dreams. Spiritual bodybuilder and I are going to be doing some astrology and tarot. So spirit and science again. We're going to be playing with that, and we've been working on a collab before he goes out of town. So lots coming up on here. But if you could do me the favor of jumping on Bob Allow and give a little subscribe if you feel like it. If not and you don't want the notifications, that's fine. But Bob Allow is on the links on the right side of my suggested channels. We would love your support. So meanwhile, let's see what's going on over here. BJ's communication. I'm not even going to make a joke about BJ. Huh. Aw, baby girl. Tati, this shit ain't easy. All right. So this individual, BJ, I'm not trying to make light of anything, guys, really. But if you don't have any levity, I don't know, you got to switch it up. So this guy, BJ, I feel like he's waiting to hear from you. Sorry. Because the first thing that comes up is the Three of Wands. If he's been a good communicator up to now, why don't you... So as a paramedic, we used to have this rule. It used to say, when in doubt, if you had an IV, it went bad, when in doubt, take it out. The other one was, when your numbers don't make sense, check your equipment. And then take another set of vital signs. So, first of all, when you're in doubt, back up. Number 2, check your equipment. That has got to be one of the easiest things that you can do to fix your basics. So what's true is ADC, if you're not breathing, so airway, breathing, circulation, if you're not doing any of those basics, nothing else is going to happen. So what good is an IV if you aren't breathing? So that has to happen first. So why don't you check in with whether or not you have communicated with him before you go and say, no. He's been lackey, maybe you've been lackey, because projection is perception sometimes. Because I feel like he's waiting to hear from you. I do see a lot of love present between him and you and that individual, BJ. I'm also seeing the Two of Pentacles, which means he's juggling a lot right now. He's got a handful. I don't know yet whether this is juggling another woman. We'd have to do a complete reading on that, but I do see that he is busy. Doesn't feel like another woman, though. I would have told you that. But there's a lot of love present between the two of you. I have a Queen of Cups, too. And I see the Sun, which is celebration. He just might be busy. And then I have the Six of Swords, things getting easier. But look at here. He's just waiting. This is waiting for the ship to come in. So I would suggest you give her, if he's your friend, reach out and say, hey, what's up? We haven't talked. And get that cleared up. Like, if he's not communicating, be the communicator. If there's a problem, find out what it is and don't sit on it. These aren't mushrooms. I love you, Tati. You guys are awesome. Look at all the support going on in here. Hell yeah. Weird pregnancy dream last night. Girl, trust your instincts. Pregnancy also means change is coming. Thank you for the likes. You guys are the shit. You know, I gotta tell you, sitting here talking to myself in the middle of the night to a phone seems a little narcissistic, but when I get a little like or a little comments as we go, it lets me know I'm being heard, it lets me know I'm doing okay, so I'm a little thrilled. So she says, a weird pregnancy dream. So sometimes a pregnancy, this is just my impression, I didn't read this shit anywhere, but sometimes a pregnancy, so don't go writing it down, it's gospel. So a pregnancy dream can sometimes mean that something is about to pop or something is about to change, or pregnancy can definitely relate to like pressure or, you know, bringing something new. You got to look at what the elements of pregnancy refers to and bring that together, right? And if he wants marriage and children in the future, but compare that to what the readers are telling you and what you know of him too. Kind of be careful where your content is coming from. All right, good girl. You're welcome. Ow! I'm so glad to be back. It is fun. I do love this shit. So what's true? All right, let's look at the bottom. Eleni Selassie. Oker. She said oker. All right, so let's see. Can I ask how George is feeling about me? Let's look about George. I lost my dog. Nope. He's just looking at the trees and watching cats walk on the wall. You just realize I'm outside. It is hot as fuck. Yes, I'm outside. I don't have a place to live. No, I'm just kidding. I literally am in between places, so I'm staying at my friend's house, and they're amazing hosts. And they have a pool and a spa and this beautiful landscaping. Yes, I am sitting outside. I am not suffering at all. I sat in this jacuzzi till 2 a.m. last night. Well, it wasn't that late. Like midnight. Okay, let's see where you guys are. Are you having fun? She said lit. It is. Oh my God, Eleni, are you on my Facebook? You can see that I threw my dog in this pool with today. It was amazing. So yeah, I'm sitting outside in beautiful 100 degrees. It's like 90. I don't know what it is right now, but it was 100 degrees at like 8 o'clock. And it's absolutely gorgeous out here right now. And it's supposed to rain. That's what I've been waiting for. I wanted to put this umbrella out and do readings in the rain. That would make me happy. I will post a video. I don't know if I can post it on Instagram. I think they can only be 60 seconds, but I'll try and post it on Instagram. Okay. Eleni, this is for you, babe. Eleni, I want to look at your question. Aries and a Taurus for my Eleni. How is George feeling about Eleni? Thank you for the like, whoever did that. I'm glad you guys were patient with me. I worried that you guys were going to leave me because I was off the channel for 2 weeks. Oh my God, and we are going to have so much fun. All right, Eleni. So why does he play the victim over everything? Jesus Christ. First thing that I pick up is you're ready to ditch this individual in the dirt, and you've been waiting for answers to come back from him, and he's really not giving you any information either. I don't understand why people don't talk to each other. I'm guilty of that myself. If I'm uncomfortable about a situation, I hide out. Or I ignore a question I don't want to answer, or I get frustrated and I clam up because my emotions are brewing, and I get quiet, my eyes go big, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, maybe it's not a lie that I'm brewing, but it's definitely a, oh my God, how am I feeling? You know what I mean? And sometimes it's taken wrong, but I have a tendency to not, oh, the AC went off, thank God, now you can hear me. But, you know, anyways, I see you kind of maybe walking away from this individual in frustration, but give yourself a little time and breathe. Don't rush it. I do feel like they play the victim game quite a bit. And, but his image, okay, George has this thing with image. He likes to make sure that his image is not tainted in any way. He doesn't like people knowing his business, and he tends to be a little private. Okay. Doesn't mean he doesn't recruit people to gossip or talk. It just means that he keeps the details to himself with privacy or the real deal things. Well, obviously isn't an intruder because Jameson's quiet, but he's over there. I thought for a second we had somebody coming to rob me. All right, so let's talk about George. Eleni, does George have another woman? Is there some cheating going on in the past with this individual? Is it a love relationship? Because I see love between the two of you. And I'm seeing victory. I'm not saying he's cheating. I'm just saying that the this Four of Pentacles comes up, and sometimes a discussion, you could even be accusing someone of it, and this card will come up. Whether I would have to do a complete reading to find out what's behind this card. But it just seems like miscommunication is a huge obstacle between the two of you right now. But there is love present. Isn't that annoying as fuck? Oh, yay. A little bit as fuck. Okay, so she's just listening to reading and stuff. Well, I appreciate being part of your tribe. She wanted her first kiss to be in the rain, but that didn't happen. I love the rain. I was literally telling my boo, I was saying that the first morning that I wake up in Miami and it's raining, I'm literally going to cry. And now that I did my astrological chart, I am an Aquarius moon and a Pisces rising. Water baby, water baby, water baby. And it all makes so much damn sense right now. I could just scream or do a little dance because I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Because now there's more information. Now there's more tools for me to get it right. So what's Kimmy saying? I really want to be on the edible right now. So my favorite Kimmy thing is when it's raining to like cuddle in bed and just totally, you know, get that extra good nap in, all those negative ions that are firing with the water. I love it. That's my best nap time. No, not yet. I'll be in Miami in a couple weeks. We're supposed to have the monsoon stuff tonight, and we're supposed to have a little bit of rain. So she said my hair is everything. Too much work. No, I'll be in Miami shortly. You guys will be seeing me do lives by dawn on that patio. So anyways, guys, so he likes the tea, Eleni. Yeah, a little bit of a gossip right there. So what was Kimmy saying? Awkward sauce. All right, guys. So what kind of question is that? So let me figure it out, Sashi. So we're saying, can I ask if anyone ruined my day tomorrow? Well, actually today, like any major things that get me upset, or will things go smoothly the way I want, as well as Kajol comes and behaves? Okay, well, I don't know what that's in reference to, if anyone's going to ruin your day, but we'll take a look and see what your day is going to look like tomorrow. Ooh, somebody just left the room. Bye. Have a good night. Let's see. Sathi. Such a beautiful name. You guys, where are you guys at? Somebody's in the Caribbean. I forgot. Who was that? Was that... Oh my God, that's right. It's 11/11. Egypt goddess 11/11 is in Egypt. My Empress girl 11/11. She's in Egypt, I think. So Sathi, let's see how your day is gonna go. Oh, Lainey, that's right. You're in New York. Okay, so, oh, and Lainey, holy shit, this is going to be all about you when I move there, because we're going to be in the same time zone. So that's going to be pretty awesome. So, Sathi, I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm seeing the Page of Wands. Good night, darling. I am seeing that... going to be pretty quiet. I do have the Magician for you, so you're going to pull everything off stellar-like. So I wouldn't worry too much about how tomorrow's going to pan out. You have the Magician. You're going to pull it off just fine. Okay? I don't know who it is that's not going to talk to you. So you're in the Caribbean. Yay, yay. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is this individual, are they supposed to be coming? Are you sure? I will kick your ass if you get back in that pool at midnight. Come here. Jameson's trying to get in the pool, Marble. So anyways, Sathi. So for me, it's today now because it's 2:16 and there's an event that I'll be going to, and Karanjal wants to go. So I want to know if she comes, if she will behave. Well, I am seeing that you might not even talk to her. She might not even come. Hey, come here. Jameson wants to get in the fucking pool at midnight. Come here. I don't blame him. Like, literally, he probably read my mind. Hi, buddy. Are you wet? All right, so I am seeing the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is the ghosting card. So usually this means you're not going to even talk to anybody. So if that's the case, I would probably be saying... that you're not even going to hear from her. Canadian vibes? Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to Tati? Yeah. This little dude right here has been in the pool all day and he's still hot to the touch because he got a bath. But so, okay, you're talking to Tati. Okay, so anyways, I don't really feel like this individual is going to show up. I am getting the Magician card, so that's telling me that this is going to be probably a pretty easy day for you. And if anything, you're going to walk away from each other. It's not even going to be an engagement, okay? I also feel like you're going to make some money tomorrow. Is this an event where you're going to be able to make some money? Because the first thing that comes up right out the gate is the Page and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So what kind of vibe do you get from me wherever they don't have accents? So, I don't know who you're talking to, but I'm the only one that you can hear their voice, so I'm assuming you're talking about me being from the South. Actually, I was born in South Carolina, but I was only there for a week. I'm sorry, North Carolina, but I was only there for a week. And I'm from New York, and my family brought me to Las Vegas when I was very young, 5 years old. So I always say that I pick up, I don't know where I get a southern twang from, but when I get my mouth running and I'm pissed, I start getting a drawl like a motherfucker. But I don't know where that no accent thing came from. So Chriselle's asking me another question here. She says, oh, wow, I'm accurate. See, I told you you need to check your fucking instincts, woman. So is he jealous? He saw me on Snap with some other guy on a night out, and he ghosted me since. Well, there's your answer. Let's look, though. Jealousy has a tendency to look like the Knight of Swords to me in my head by the image. I'm going to wrap up in a couple minutes, guys. If you have anything for me, I'm going to go. I've been out here for a while. I went live on Baba's channel for an hour, did a reading. I have another reading to do after this, and I need to eat. And you know how I am when I get in trouble for not eating. All right. Yeah. I would say jealousy. I would say jealousy because we have the Devil card. I would have taken the Knight of Swords, but the Devil card is going to work just fine for that. So I would say, yeah, he's jealous. Nothing wrong with that. You got a little butt hurt. Oh. Oh, here we go. This is for Marvel. Will I have any work problems in the next week? Thank you, darling. And I'm channeling too much because Jameson keeps tapping me with his nose. I've been channeling for too long. Such a good boy. Hi, Jessica. Marvel, let's check and see what's going on with your work shit. Your work stuff always comes up for me. And you're welcome, my love. You know this. So good to me, Marvel girl. Little messages popping up right now from you. So you were going through some changes before. I think I remember. It's coming to me. I'm seeing that you have somebody... somebody is changing management. Okay. First thing that's coming up is the 10 of coins. Oh my God. Are you guys getting a new system? Or a new computer system or a new process? I'm getting rained on, guys. So I'm feeling like there's some management changes. I feel like you're ready to quit. I'm seeing that your temper is this fucking short. That you're ready to snap on somebody, and you know what I mean? But I'm picking up that you have this new fucking process, and I don't know why are they training you first? Right here. I'm seeing this is training. I feel like you're halfway through it. You've got another week or so. Are they sending you anywhere for a training? Are you stepping up into management? I don't feel like you want it. I literally feel like you're ready to leave. But your temper's right out there, babe. You're ready to go. And that's okay. Get those claws out because you know they don't respect those limits over there. They don't really like. They just keep pushing and they keep yapping their mouths. It's like, you know. I just was thinking of industries that they have particular personalities, and retail has a tendency to have a personality type. So I'm hearing that whole like personality type and shit that you're dealing with, these petty this little area, their little fish bowl that they live in is their whole world. You know, this is their social environment. They go home and they don't have one. It's 8 subscribers watching. But anyways, I see it getting easier. So why don't you take your advice that you're giving me a little bit? Yeah, there's cliques and clans. Take your advice a little tiny bit too, because we have the 6 of Swords, which things is going to get easier. So just ride the roller coaster for a little longer. I see that you're ready to walk the fuck away and quit. Okay. But I'm seeing that it's going to get easier. 6 of Swords. I'm getting hungry. Anyways, Ace of Swords too. There's a bunch of decisions on the table when it comes to Marvel. Dating. There are some decisions on the table when it comes to dating that you haven't told me about. Hi, little guy. There's a spider crawling on my phone. Hi. He's the tiniest little dude, too. Like, anyways, seeing some anxiety flowing for you a little bit. There's some decisions that you have to make that you're nervous about. I have the Knight of Cups, so I see a new lover in your life. Thank you, Yazzie. What's up? So I'm seeing that there might be a relationship coming on the bend for you, and I would watch out for the curves is all I'm seeing. Little spider is so cute. Yeah, I see that you're in Ace of Wands mode where it's all about you're not quite sure that you want to be out there in the field, so to speak. But the Ace of Wands is you're trying it out. You've been single for a while. Are they lucky? Well, he's just chilling. He's going back and forth across there. I hope he makes a little web. No, and then I'll have to ruin it. Let him get down. Oh, yeah. He's coasting somewhere now. Sorry. I like little visitors. So anyways, Ace of Wands energy for me. You're doing some kind of pretty incredible tasks. I don't know what it is you're learning. But you're taking on something new that you're about to like legit master. Pay attention to your isolation, communication style, and your workplace environment. We're protective as shit. You always come up as Empress. All right, kids. I have exactly 3 minutes. You know where to find me if you want a one-on-one. I'm going to take a quick break, get something to eat, finish some readers, finish some clients, and then head to bed. They attract wealth, huh? Marvel girl. Marvel is, let's see here. This is for my Yazzie. For you. Yeah, I will get to bed. I'll probably get my text right after and ask me to eat. I'm hungry though, really, really hungry. You be quiet. Good boy. I'm not going to yell at you for that. I just don't want you to keep barking for the neighbors. We're new here. All right. So this is for Yazzie. Yazzie, Two of Swords. So you have some decisions that are kind of pending, or Yazzie. Yay, Jameson. So Two of Swords is about decision making for you. This is related to work and money. I am seeing the Eight of Coins, which you're tired. You've been working too hard. Have you been doing physical labor lately, Yazzie? Have things been really taking shit out of you? It is kind of exhausting in your world right now. Are you looking for new employment opportunities? I see you really coming to a decision on some things. And it's going to be a big one. It's going to be either I stay in this or I go. But you've put too much work into what you're already doing. So with the Nine of Wands, it tells me your foundation is already laid. You're not quite sure what you're going to do with it next. And I'm seeing the King of Cups. You're retired. So what is the labor that you've been doing? Why is it that you're tired? Because I'm seeing that you've been putting a lot of work into something. Yeah. I'm also picking up that you're in a waiting phase, kind of like purgatory. Like, what is it you're waiting for? All right, guys, okay, family issues. So I just was talking about that earlier, about how mentally exhausting and fatiguing it can be to go through emotional stuff. The shit's no joke. And it makes your temper short for everything else, you know? Oh my God, bless you, woman. She said, parents, kids, and home. I mean, my ex left me on Valentine's Day with a 5-bedroom house, my dad on hospice, and I was working 70 hours a week. I had no idea what was going. Trust me. Taking care of family, parents, kids, this stuff can be overwhelming, you know? So parents, kids, home, sometimes we take on a lot, guys, and sometimes we don't have a choice. You know, we're it. So I commend you for that work. And you know I'm here. If you guys want a one-on-one with me, you know where to do it. Some of you had some deep shit come up. So if you want to book with me, let me know. KarmaOnDeck.com. Come play with me on my social medias. Oh, I thought a little spider was visiting my arm. I was about to squeal like a little girl. Holy shit. Anyways, me and Jameson are going to hit the hay. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be wrapping up those videos first thing in the morning, probably around 8 or 9 a.m. So blessed be love and light, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Oh yeah, Marvel Girl, we are back, baby.